Yeah. Mm. Talk about a good band.
One of the best.
Yeah. That's a great city.
Yeah.
It's a clean New York. Of course, we're talking about Chi-Town.
Yeah.
Chicago, where our
Sioux
friend
Falls City.
Where our friend other Nate is from, right?
Yeah, right.
I've
never been there.
Trying to get used to this rabbit's foot thing because
he's got rabbit foots too. He's got rabbit's foot.
Every time I talk, the hair blows up from it and it catches. Does yours do this too?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I got to get used to that.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
But it's the life of a rock star. I can't imagine how Steven Tyler felt. But all that to say, Chicago is amazing. The band.
Mm-hmm. You've been to Chicago too.
I have been to Chicago. I have both good and bad memories there.
Oh.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
Because I didn't even think about that.
I've never been to Chicago.
It's probably a good idea. But I was going to say, shorter story.
Yeah.
If you are new to recording, and when I say recording, I don't mean recording. When you're new to record player, two totally different things.
Yeah.
When you're new to vinyl records, you got to get you a Chicago record because they, for some reason, it's the drums or something.
Yeah.
Something about it. It sounds like so much better.
It's great.
Than
the brass section, everything is just finely tuned.
Yeah. Speaking of brass, don't forget, we now have buttons.
Yep, we do.
But the actual city of Chicago, I do have some memories there. It was my, I want to say it was my first business trip ever.
Oh, wow.
So this would have been 2011.
Okay.
Because I started my job in 2010.
Yeah.
So maybe it was 2011 or 2012. And it was cool because, you know, it's first time traveling and you're not paying for it. So, you know, that part was kind of neat.
Yep.
And I love the city. It was clean and beautiful and great food and classic looking. And I mean, it was just awesome. But I happened to get robbed while I was there.
Oh.
I think you know the story, don't you?
I do.
Okay.
I remember you telling me about
Well,
that.
for a long time, I didn't tell anyone because it was too uncomfortable, but it's so much time has passed. It's not that uncomfortable. And I'll truncate it a little bit.
Okay.
We're starting off the show, you know, serious, but it's actually not that. It's not. I won't remember as many details because it's been so long. But I decided to walk around Chicago and have my pea coat on, and I had a nice dress shirt on. I had slacks on. I looked real nice. And I was just walking around, just exploring. Problem was, it was like 10 o'clock at night. I was by myself, right downtown in Chicago.
Yeah.
So I turned down an alleyway, and this guy came up to me, and I knew something wasn't right.
Yeah, machetes?
No, this guy did not have machetes.
Okay, good.
I actually don't know what he had because he came up to me and I said, "Hey man, how's it going?" And he seemed friendly at first.
Yeah.
And then he put his hand was already in his pocket, and he pointed it and said, "I need $20." And I said, I froze at first, but I was like, "Well, I don't carry cash, And I said, I'm legitimately, I don't have any cash." And he started saying, "I need $20. I need $20." And he started escalating the situation. And honestly, at that point, I was like, I'm about to get hurt.
Right.
And so I looked down at his hand in his pocket and I thought, man, if you would just move that hand where I can just tell it's your hand, I'm going to punch you right in the face.
Right.
Because I can fight. I grew up fighting, and I was going to whip this dude if I could.
Right.
If I could guarantee,
it
wasn't a gun.
Yeah.
But I never could. Yeah. And so finally, I said, "Listen, I'll go. You can follow me to an ATM, and I'll get you $20. But I don't have $20." And he goes, "Yeah, that's fine." And so I went to a CVS, and I decided to go to a CVS where there were a lot of people. And I went in there and I got him $40 instead of $20, just to kind of like overdo the situation. So he didn't ask for anything else.
Yeah.
And again, when this first happened, I had a lot more details because it was just so terrifying.
Right.
But, I ended up getting $40 and also not that experienced. You know, this was
true.
This was maybe 10, 11 years ago.
Yeah.
And so just didn't have any kind of experience like this. This is well before I traveled across the country and any of that. Anyway, so I went and gave him $40 and he goes, "Oh, God bless you, man. Thank you so much." And just runs off. And then I realized he did not have a gun.
Right.
But it was one of those better safe than sorry things.
Sure.
So that was kind of awful because that was like my first business trip.
Yeah.
And I was like, well,
this would be great if it was like, "God bless you," and you just knew it. And you just, took back your money.
I was so thrilled for him to be gone.
Yeah. Dude, I bet.
The word that I would use is violated. I just felt so violated.
Sure.
So that was a bad thing that happened in Chicago.
Yeah.
But I did like the city a lot. I've been back a few times, but never been to Wrigley. Wish I could go to Wrigley. You know,
Wrigley. Yeah, that's definitely on the old bucket list.
Yeah, for sure. Where does that come from? Is it before you kick the bucket? Is that where that?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, what is a bucket list? But
yeah,
I think it's the list
stuff. Yeah, stuff to do before you die.
Okay,
you have to do. Yeah.
So speaking of dying, I was going to talk about daylight savings.
I love this show.
I was going to talk about daylight savings.
Oh, God.
But before I do,
yeah,
I'd like to welcome everyone to the Twerk Ethic Show. My name is JT, and this is Cooley.
What's up?
We're a comedy podcast and YouTube channel, and we are so glad. I was going to say glad and grateful. We're so glad you're here. Daylight savings.
We love you.
Tell me how you feel about daylight savings.
It's daylight savings is better than getting hit in the face with a golf club. Almost.
Actually, golf club is the punchline that I use when I'm doing the people walking in on a joke.
Oh, yeah?
I always say, and I told them, I don't even own a golf club.
Nice.
That's like the one I always do.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
I steal from Jim Carrey.
Which is?
That's a real nice ski mask.
Oh, yeah. Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I steal that one.
So tell me how you feel about daylight savings for real.
I don't like it at all. I just never get used to it. And plus it's like the colder months is when it starts.
Yeah.
And what do you want to do during the colder months? You want to stay indoors.
Yeah.
You want to eat soup. You want to, and then when it gets dark at 5:30, then you're just like, should I go to bed at 5:30?
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
But it is dark.
It is dark.
So, but I just have the problem with that. I think we should just, when we come back to March, change the clocks. We should be done with it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I agree. I was going to ask you how would you solve it? You just told me.
Yeah.
I
knew you were going to ask that question.
I don't necessarily mind the sleep I get on during the fall. Which, by the way, this is how I remember it: fall back to sleep, or spring out of bed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
There's other ways like
fall back, and plus you get an extra hour of sleep.
I think there's like spring forward and fall back.
Yeah.
But I was like, and no one can ever remember it. And Jeremy Curtis used to have a big problem. And I told him, fall back to sleep, spring out of bed. He goes, dude, I'll never forget it. I'll remember it for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
And it has helped me because I have, I've been sleeping really well since that happened. But it gets darker earlier.
Yeah. And as a kid, I mean, it's like, because as a kid, you want to stay outside too. I mean, we're still in the South. It still gets warm.
Yeah.
It's 75 today.
Yeah.
And we're in November.
Yeah.
So it's like, I want to stay outside because I'm a kid and I just need to get all my energy out.
You're still a kid?
Exactly. I didn't go outside today, except when I drove over here. But when I was a kid, I wanted to stay outside. But then you had to go in at 5:30 in the afternoon. You're just like, what's the deal, man? Come on.
Yeah.
So
I feel the same way though. I do. I have you seen that?
So the origins of it though.
Well, I was going to say this. Have you seen the not Colbert, what's the other guy's name? The British guy.
Oh,
John Oliver.
Yeah.
Have you seen his thing called Why Is This Still a Thing?
Oh, no.
He does these series called Why Is This Still a Thing?
Right.
And he does one on daylight savings. And he completely debunks all of it because, it's said to have been implemented for farmers and farmers appreciate it, but they interviewed all these farmers and they're like, no, we do not want this. And it goes back to World War II. I think that it was implemented in World War II to help to give more daylight for transporting supplies for the Germans, not for us.
Right.
So we're still dealing with this because of Hitler, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah.
I mean, thanks for the Autobahn, but
yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
We don't want the daylight savings.
I've driven on the Autobahn, by the way.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I still had the video because I used to have a video of it, but I
How fast did you go?
I think I did 140.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was hard to tell because it's in kilometers.
Yeah,
miles per hour. But I'm pretty sure I did like 140. I was in an Audi A3, and what a lot of people don't understand, or excuse me, it's not that they don't understand. What a lot of people are told that's incorrect is that the Autobahn has no speed limit, and that's not true.
Right.
There are sections,
okay,
that have no speed limit, and it is kind of freaky, but kind of awesome. But in northern Italy, their interstate system, I don't know the name of it, it literally does not have speed limits.
Oh, wow.
It's way more like wide open.
The land of Lambos.
Yeah, than the Autobahn. So that was cool.
Wow.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then I would say the other part that it's not great about daylight savings is if you live in the central time zone, wow.
You're screwed.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's 4:40 or something like that. It's dark.
Yeah. Poor kids in Alabama.
It's awful.
Yeah. They get home from school and it's like, well, it's dark.
Yeah. And then, yeah. Hey, Daddy, you want to go play catch? Son, it's dark outside.
Son, if you looked outside, it's pitch black. What's fourth? Oh.
Yeah. Hey,
well,
Dad.
Shucks.
Hey, Dad, will you pitch me? No, it's pitch black. I can't see you, son. He's got dark at 4:30, and I got to be up in the morning at 6 to daggum feed the hogs and the. I almost said pigeons, hogs and the pigeons.
Oh yeah,
but that does suck if you live there. But I was also going to say the last part that I hate is when it's springtime.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice that it's springtime, and it's nice that the days are going to be longer. But man, that loss of sleep is rough.
Yeah,
it takes me some time.
Yeah,
to get used to that one.
Just saying, if we get rid of the one we just had, which is daylight savings, right?
Yeah,
get rid of that one. We don't change our clocks anymore.
Come on, government. We need you to do it. No more daylight savings. So, I was just thinking about daylight savings.
Yeah.
And it made me think
I was too.
Cannon Plumbing.
Oh.
I don't know why at all.
I was trying to figure that one out. I have no idea.
But it did make me think of Cannon Plumbing.
Okay.
Could be the fact that we're currently recording a podcast and he is our sponsor. I'm about 95% sure.
Yeah.
That's where it came from.
Okay.
I also have it written down in my notes. So, there's a trail that led me here.
Right.
Some would say this is completely planned.
Yeah. It's a trail covered by trees and sticks and stuff, but still,
hey,
there's a trail there.
There's a trail.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, if you're looking, I'm going to keep it simple.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a plumber, look no further than Cannon Plumbing.
Yep.
He's the best. I've used him. You know him. You haven't used him.
I haven't used him.
But you dang sure would.
Oh, I would.
If something happened, who's the first person you call?
Clint.
Yeah.
Besides my mom.
Hey, Mom, my toilet don't work.
Yeah.
So, Clint McCannon, Cannon Plumbing.
Yeah.
You can find him at cannonplumbingllc.com. All right.
Plumbing.
So, one of the things that we wanted to do, and we haven't for a while, so sorry for the delay if this seems irrelevant, but
no, it's not irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant. Yeah. But it is delayed.
It is delayed.
But we wanted to talk about the World Series win. Not of the Astros.
Nope.
Not of the Dodgers.
Nope.
But of the Atlanta Braves. Way to go, Atlanta.
This is for you. This is for you, Atlanta.
Way to go.
Well done.
I guess you take this one away first. Tell me how far you go back.
It's been 26 long years since the Titanic.
Actually, just tell me whatever you want to about the situation.
I will. Later. No, I'm just kidding. Well, obviously, I lived in Atlanta for a short stint.
Yeah.
From 92 to 94, Braves were pretty dominant.
Yeah.
But I guess my sophomore year, 94, is when that was the shortened season. That was the year of the strike. So we didn't have anything going on that year. And I had been to a couple games for the first time. Well, the first one was my first time. And then the second one
was the second time.
Let me just clarify that.
Fool me once.
Yeah.
Strike one.
What?
But fool me twice. Strike three.
But I remember we played the Dodgers in 92 and we were down 5-2, came back, tied it up 5-5 in the 8th inning. And then my boy Otis Nixon got on base, stole a base. Terry Pendleton's like, "No, I got it."
Oh.
Over the fence, bottom of the 9th, walk off. And that was my first game ever seeing. And it was Fulton County Stadium.
Fulton, not Fulton.
Not Fulton. Fulton.
Fulton.
Fulton County.
Oh, Fulton County Stadium.
And, so that was great. So that was my earliest memories of the Braves, live anyway.
Yeah.
Because I've been a fan since Dale Murphy. So so I moved away to Virginia, and the first year I moved away, they win the World Series. But it was cool though, because that was my team. But back then when they won it, I was on a band trip and for a competition marching band.
Yeah,
and so we just got done with the competition. Got on the bus. Driver comes on the PA and goes, "So if anybody doesn't know, Braves won the World Series tonight." And I was on the bus with a whole bunch of people. We were all tired, but I was just like, yes. But I was the only one that was excited. And, because I lived in Virginia, and I was just like, and I'm sure there were other Braves fans in there, but I just didn't hear anybody.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's the deal?
Right.
And, but that was my only means of celebration because there was no internet back then. I didn't have a phone to look at all the, highlights or anything like that. I didn't see a highlight because I lived in Virginia, and all the highlights they were done, over with. And by the time I got back to the house, so I never could fully appreciate it. And but when they won the other night, I was like, I'm going to take all of this in because I don't know if it's going to happen again. Yeah, I hope it does.
It might happen next year.
Yeah, it might happen again.
But you're right.
But
that may not.
Yeah, but so I was just soaking it all in, just watching all the highlights, and I was just like, "Come on!"
Yeah.
And so I was watching the last out, and like you, I was like, "It's not over." There's 2 outs in the 9th inning. We're up 7-0. I'm just like, it's still not over.
Yeah. Well, and, you're referring to the story I told you because I was laying in bed and I convinced my wife to watch it with me. She doesn't really care for baseball. She doesn't dislike it. She just doesn't care at all about any sport. Right. Any sport. Even though her mom told her she was sporty. Not athletic, but sporty.
Right. Interesting.
So we were watching it and we were up 7-0. 9th inning, 1 out. And she goes, "Oh my God, aren't you pumped?" I said, "No."
Right.
"I'm not okay right now." And she goes, "I don't understand."
Yeah.
I said, "Well, we have not won."
Yeah.
She's like, "But it's looking pretty good." I'm like, "You're right. It's looking pretty good."
Yeah.
But I ain't there yet.
Nope. Nope.
But 2 outs later, I jumped out of my bed like a madman.
Yeah. I jumped out of my chair and gave the old
fist bump. Yeah.
And I was screaming in my house.
Oh, yeah. So for me, the Braves are it's a lifelong thing for me. It's a family thing.
Yeah. My dad was a fan. That's why I'm a fan.
My granddad is a massive fan. Every time we would visit him, he would just have a big old Churchill Fuente cigar watching the Braves.
Yeah.
And then he would take a nap and that cigar would hit his chest. And then he'd wake up and light it. And so here I am as an adult smoking cigars and watching the Braves. But my mom is the biggest fan outside of Romano that I know.
Oh, wow.
She is, oh my gosh, watches every game.
Yeah.
I watch 120, 130, which is a lot. If you think about that. And so I get real heavy in April, May. June, I die out a little bit.
Yeah.
Then at the All-Star, I watch some games right in there. Then I die out a bit.
Right.
And then August, September, I'm full-fledged again.
I got you.
So really, I dip in June and July.
Yeah.
That's where I dip.
Yeah, I think that's.
I still watch games, but I'm not I'm not gung-ho.
Right.
But I grew up playing baseball, played baseball since I was a kid until I was 18, travel team, all that kind of stuff. I was actually good. I didn't just play. I was really good.
Yeah.
So I'm a lover of the game. I'm a lover of the sport, lover of the team. My family's a lover of the team. And for me, it was insane Because like I still watch the 95 World Series on YouTube as like reminiscing.
Right.
Because it was like amazing. And it was so cool. I got out of baseball a little bit in my 20s, but man, did I turn back hard.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, and it was cool to also watch, our friends at the lounge, like Romano or not at the lounge, Brandon, watching them celebrate.
Oh, yeah.
Like they are massive fans. I wish I had that video of Romano spraying the champagne. He is a friend of ours at the lounge. And he's probably listening actually.
Yeah.
So what's up, dude? He won, or when we won, he shook up the champagne bottle and sprayed it on his wife. And he looked like he was in the locker room after the game or something. It was
he had his swimming goggles on.
It was just freaking. It was so freaking.
It was
funny.
Great.
So yeah, dude, so cool. The Braves are world champions.
Congrats, fellas. You deserve it.
So now, Cooley,
it's
time for This Day in History.
This day in history. Sometimes people die, and sometimes people don't.
The day
almost did it.
Is, I forgot, November 16th.
Yeah.
November 16th. Again, let's try to go in chronological order.
Okay.
And I'm going to run through these pretty quick.
Let's do it.
1962.
Feed me. I know it well.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah.
You know him?
Wilt Stilt.
Yeah. Scored 73 points versus the New York Knicks when he was a
73?
73.
Jeez.
Yeah. Dude is
ridiculous.
Legit. Dude is legit.
Yeah.
Next up, because there's not much to say other than that he scored 73 points, and that's unbelievable.
Right. He does have the record for most points in a game.
There you go. 1966, 4 years later, Roberto Clemente wins or is named the NL MVP today.
Wow.
And oh my God, what a player.
Yeah.
Moving on would be 1986.
I know it well.
I kind of do. That was the year I was born. The NASCAR Sprint Cup was won by Dale Earnhardt Jr. Except I meant Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah, senior. I was like, I don't think he's racing.
I don't think he was racing it. No. In all seriousness, Dale Earnhardt won the NASCAR Sprint Cup.
The Intimidator.
Intimidator, number 3. Lord, we just take a moment of silence real quick to remember Dale. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
He was the man.
Yeah.
Gosh, he was so good.
Moving on, and we're going much quicker than we normally do, but we like to do it every episode. So if the episodes are a little bit longer, we have to,
And if you want to slow it down, I think you can slow it down on YouTube.
Yes, you can.
So,
next up, 1988.
Yep.
Jose Canseco is the first unanimous All MVP since Reggie Jackson.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Wonder if that was before or after the ball hit him on the top of the head.
What year was that?
I have no idea. Oh, this was 88.
Oh, yeah, that's Oakland A's. That's before.
Okay.
That happened when he was with Texas.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. He'll never live that
down. Didn't that count as a home run?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
High fly ball, right field deep. Canseco back to the track. Looking up. It is off his head, it looked like. A home run. That looked like it hit Canseco to the top of the head. We'll have to check the replay. Oh, it did. It went over the fence. David Hull's laughing out there, so it must hit something funny. And Canseco goes back to the wall. He looks like he's checking the wall. He's checking the ball. Hits him right in the head. He goes over the top.
It hit Canseco in the head and bounced over the wall for a homer.
Jose, you've hit a lot of home runs. You did a lot of great things, but that shot will live forever. You will be remembered for that forever.
So, moving on, we have 2 more. And it's funny that I saved the last one because it's just so stupid.
Okay.
But the first one is in 1999, Chronic 2001 was released by Dr. Dre.
Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Na 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 na.
I remember when we were roommates, I got the guitar out and did that.
George Strait.
And instead of saying Snoop Dogg mother effer, we said, well, I think we just, before George Strait, we were trying to decide, like, should it be Reba or who should we yell?
Yeah.
But we ended on George Strait.
Yeah.
So, George Strait mother. And it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, rhythmically it fit perfectly. So that's why we went with it.
Yeah. So that was today, 1999. Lastly, boy, this is the best one. Let me tell you.
All right.
2010. This is some pop punk drama.
Okay.
Avril Lavigne. You know her?
Oh yeah, she rocks harder than anybody else.
I totally forgot about that. Was it the pimple commercial? Was that what it was? Because I think he said like Avril Lavigne has pimples and she rocks harder than anyone else or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
It's of course we're quoting The Office.
Yeah.
So Avril Lavigne divorces the lead singer for Sum 41. I didn't even know they were married.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
But that is one pop punk marriage.
Wow.
And she told him, she said, why you gotta do it make things so complicated? Yeah. And he said, I'm in too deep and I'm trying to keep And then all of a sudden he gave her a fat lip. I could go all day.
Yeah, you could.
I could go.
That was some 41 years ago.
That was some 41 years ago. He gave up all motivation that summer. I'm just quoting all the song names.
Right.
And he said, you're all killer, no filler.
Yeah.
It's the name of their album. It's funny only
she said, see you later, boy.
She did say, see you later, boy.
Yeah.
Wow.
She divorced him. Yeah.
Yeah.
She definitely said that.
Wow. I didn't know they were married, but they're not married anymore. So
No.
I guess that was 11 years ago.
That was their dashboard confessional. It has nothing to do with them, but it does have something to do with music.
You're right. I was trying to think of another Avril Lavigne song, and I just don't. I don't know one. I do know the Skater Boy.
Yeah.
And I know the Complicated.
Right.
I know a multitude of Sum 41 songs.
Yeah. You know more than I do.
A plethora, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
I actually really love them. I told you that they're
Sum 41.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, they're awesome.
They're incredible.
Yeah.
But that's about all we got today, my friend.
Is that it?
That's it, man. You happy?
All right. Yeah.
I'm glad we matched now with our mic fur.
Yeah.
If you're only listening, you should go to the YouTube and check out the new microphones. They're nice and furry.
You should subscribe and like too.
You should.
If you haven't already.
So guys, one of the ways you can help us out is if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, just to go and give us 5-star rating and comment, if you will.
And follow. You could do all three in like 3 seconds.
Yep.
Actually, you can't comment in 3 seconds.
Well, no.
But it does help us out, these reviews, so we appreciate it.
Unless you write something like, hey, or F you.
And with this, since it worked so well last week, we're going to end this with applause.
Yeah.
This is for you. We just want to thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody. It's near and dear to our hearts.
Yeah.
And
I've never been more connected with someone.
No, absolutely not.
Ever.
Touch my face. This is for you.
Yeah, this is for you.
Every single clap that you hear is for you.
Yeah.
Every one of those.
And if you can't hear the clap, that's not good for you.
Yeah. Or if you have the clap, we're sorry. But have this clap, because this clap is much better than the clap that you... Never mind.
Yeah. Cheers, everyone. Have a good week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Twerk